welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, I am going to be finally answering a Q&A about my lip fillers. Now, I do want to disclaim to you guys that I kind of was never really open to the idea of lip fillers, and as time went on, I was like, I at least want to try it at least once in my life, just to see what the experience is like, just to see what the pain is like as well. I mean, I have lots of tattoos, so I wanted to kind of be like, okay, if I can handle tattoos, can I handle lip fillers? What's my pain threshold like? What's the vibes? So yeah, I asked you guys a couple of questions, so we're gonna answer your questions today, and yeah, let's get into it. By the way, I am using Trendsetter from Huda Beauty, the liquid lipstick, and I have some of the blush silk balm over top, so that's what's on my smackers today. Also, I still overdraw my lips quite significantly because I'm just that girl. I'm gonna overdraw till the day I die. Even as a grandma, I'm gonna be overdrawing. So let's get into it. The first question is it painful? So it is uncomfortable. With any procedure that you get done, there are sensitive areas that are quite uncomfortable. Dr. Jacobs does numb your entire lip area and even around the perimeters of your mouth as well, so that the whole area is numb. I would say the center part, like right here, like this whole center portion of the lips is a little bit sensitive, but it's nothing a stress ball can't fix or relieve, if that makes sense. So yeah, I would say on a scale of like 1 to 10 in terms of pain, I would give it like a 5 based on sensitivity. Yeah. Okay, any side effects? I don't think there's any side effects. I do think you get a lot of swelling after the procedure, so it kind of scares you a bit because you're like, oh my god, what did I do to my face? I have like blowfish lips. But once the swelling goes away, it's really not that bad. Somebody else asked how painful was the process. Like I said, I just think the middle part of your lips is quite sensitive, but the outer perimeters were not that bad, and as she injects, your lips get numb again because it has like numbing in the filler itself, so it's not that bad. Looks amazing, by the way. Can it be removed later on, or do they dissolve over time? So you do have to get your lip fillers like I would say you would have to get your lip fillers topped up every 6 to 12 months depending on your metabolism, because obviously your body does metabolize the filler over time, and sometimes I think some filler can tend to stay behind, and you can dissolve that if you want. So you can definitely dissolve your filler if you don't like it, but yeah, eventually it does dissolve in your system. But yeah, I've had mine for about a month at this point. Is it a month? Yeah, it's about a month at this point, and I would say, or over a month at this point, and I would say like it's looking amazing. I love it. Like it looks bomb. I love it. So I wouldn't get mine dissolved. Do you continuously have to do the treatment, or is it once off? Like I said, it's not once off. You can tend to do it every 6 to 12 months, sorry, but it all depends on your metabolism really. How much does it cost and how long does it last for? Like I said, 6 to 12 months, and you can expect to pay anything plus minus 4,000 rand, you guys. Fillers are expensive, okay? I've seen other people pay crazy amounts like 4,800 rand, like 5,000 rand, 6,000 rand, but you can expect to pay anything plus minus 4,000 rand. So it's costly, but I would say it's worth it. I love my lips. Will you be doing more fillers, like going bigger? By the way, you look gorgeous. No, I think this is where the fillers kind of stop for me. I really like the under eye filler. Would I do it again? I'm not 100% sure. I feel like I need to wait for this filler to completely wear off, but I really like how it like filled out like my tear troughs, and it just looks amazing. So I guess I will have to see in like the year ahead how it looks under my eyes. You know, do I look tired when I don't have under eye filler, so I would literally stop at like a little bit of under eye filler and a little bit of lip filler. Other than that, I don't think I would really go bigger. I just think I really enjoy filling my lips, and I love the volume that I've gotten now. It's natural. I still look like me. My teeth look nicer though. I don't know why, but it makes my teeth look nice. So there's also another question: does lip fillers help dark pigmented lips? So there's another procedure that I believe people do that is kind of like lip tattooing to help with pigmented lips, but this procedure will not help with pigmented lips, you guys. I like the way my lips look, like the natural color of my lips, but I wouldn't say it changed the color or anything of that sort. That's a completely different procedure as far as I know. What's the aftercare process? So the aftercare process is basically just like icing your lips, making sure your lips are super hydrated in the first week or so. Like your lips will be super dry and there'll be dead skin, so you need to exfoliate your lips, make sure your lips are well hydrated before you go to bed, in the morning when you wake up. Like just make sure like throughout the day you continuously are moisturizing your lips, because yeah, the whole healing process like really dries out your lips, and obviously icing them as well. So that's pretty much what it's like in the first 24 hours. You just ice your lips like 3 times a day and make sure you hydrating your lips and moisturizing. That's pretty much it. Somebody else says, I would really like to get it done, just scared though. Honestly, I was like, I trust Dr. Jacobs with my whole life, and when she was like, I really want to try lip fillers on you, are you open? I was like, oh my god, yes I am, like I can't wait. So I was like, I trust Dr. Jacobs. That's the first thing I would say though, is go with somebody that you trust, because it takes the fear factor out of it. If you are apprehensive about who you're going to inject your lips, guys, rather not go with that person, okay? Like, it's scary. Don't do it. Don't go with somebody that you don't trust. Somebody else asked, cost pain, when is the next session, how long did it take? I think the whole process from like start to finish took about like an hour with the numbing and all of that stuff. Was it an hour? Maybe like 45 minutes with the numbing. Somebody else asked, I've inquired about it a lot, but does it hurt even with numbing gel? It does hurt with numbing gel in your sensitive areas, like your vermilion border, or is this, no, your vermilion border is here. Your cupid's bow. Your cupid's bow area is quite sensitive. But like I said, the pain for me was like a 5, but then again, I also have tattoos, so I don't know if I have a high pain threshold, but it wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't that bad where I wouldn't go and get it done again, if that makes any sense. It's like, no pain, no gain. Somebody else asked, do fillers help reduce the appearance of those crease lines on lips to give a smoother texture? I think to an extent they do, but guys, I wouldn't like necessarily advocate for people to go get fillers just to smooth out the lines on their lips. It doesn't make sense. Your lines on your lips are natural, regardless of whether you put something unnatural under there to try and like plump it out. I feel like your natural lip shape is still going to take its natural lip shape. So maybe to an extent it will, but I don't think it will completely smooth out your lips. And then somebody else asked, does it remain looking uneven, or is it just the swelling? So a lot of it is the swelling that makes it look uneven, but I will also say to you guys, maybe to you guys to an extent my lips might look uneven in certain areas, but I do also want to say to you guys that my areas here, like this area here, is very uneven for me naturally. So the fact that I have a little bit of filler there now, like filling out that area and giving it a bit more fullness and kind of making it look even, it might look odd to you guys. I like the way it looks. It might look bumpy to you guys. I like the way it looks, but I just feel like it's my natural lip shape. My natural lip shape is not even in this area. So like I said, you can put as much of things as you want in your lips, but if your natural shape is the way the natural shape is supposed to be, it will probably still be that way. It will just look a little different. So yeah, it is a little bit bumpy. I will have to say, like, when I first got it done and I would like run my tongue along like my lips, I could feel a lot of bumps. But now that I do that, like, there's no bumps. Everything is just smooth. And also when you first get your fillers done, you guys, it feels very unnatural. Like, you're just like pressing your lips together and you're like, whose lips are these? Like, By the way, don't bite into your lips or do anything of that sort. Like, you can massage your lips and be very gentle with them, like as the numbing is going away, but just don't bite on your lips. Don't be very like rough with your lips. Be very gentle with your lips. Massage them if you must, if you feel like there's lumps. But I feel like the lumps eventually go away. It's just a foreign object in your body, and so your body obviously just like, I don't know, makes the filler seem hard, but then eventually it softens and it looks bomb. So I am really enjoying my lip fillers, you guys. That is pretty much it for the questions. Let me tell you guys, with regards to like being realistic about your lip fillers, like when you first get them done, you will be obsessed. You will look like a blowfish. It is the best thing of life. However, once your fillers start settling in and your lips start deflating a bit, you might get a little sad because it's losing its volume now. But it's not really losing its volume, it's just the swelling going down and your lips healing. Who would have thought? Like, I never would have thought that a little bit of lip filler wouldn't have made me so happy, but it does, and I love it. I love my smile. I love the way it makes my teeth look. I love the way my lips look without makeup on. Like, it just was, like I said, a pick-me-up that I never really knew I needed. Any of you who have had filler before, you know what the vibe is. Does me getting lip filler mean that I love myself any less? No, of course not. I still love myself just as much as I did a month ago, if not more. And I think, you know, moving into 2022, we just need to do what makes us happy, you know. And I just want to really just reiterate that, you know, self-love comes with a level of self-improvement. You know, you see something that you maybe don't like, or you see something that you feel like could be better, like, you know, going to the gym or losing our fupas. I am fine with my fupa, honey. I've made peace with the fupa. But yeah, I really hope that, you know, us as women, we put ourselves first and we do what makes us happy at the end of the day. I know we tend to live for other people and we put everybody else first before us, but this was the one thing that I got to do for myself that I don't know, it was an incredible pick-me-up. And I just want to say thank you so much to Dr. Jacobs for just really spoiling me and honestly just making me feel so beautiful in my own skin, with and without makeup. I can't even begin to tell you guys like how incredible it is and how beautiful this journey has been with Dr. Jacobs. She has resurfaced my skin so well, you guys. My skin was in a state, okay? Like, yes, I love myself enough to accept my flaws, but if I can reduce some of this acne scarring that I've had for years and years and years, obviously I'm gonna do it, you know. And yeah, I just wanted to share that little, you know, piece of self-love with you guys. I think often people misunderstand self-love with self-acceptance. Self-love is multifaceted and means so many different things to so many different people, and I don't want anyone to think that I don't love myself enough. That's why I'm getting lip fillers. No, that's not it. I love myself more than enough. With and without lip fillers. Am I gonna go get a BBL though? Personally, I would not get a BBL. But if somebody else decides that they're so unhappy with their body that they want to get a BBL, I'm not going to sit here and judge anybody for doing that. I know this is just lip fillers, but I did get a really horrible comment on TikTok where somebody was like, how are you preaching about self-love when you can't even accept your real self? And I was just like, I need to probably cover this in my video and say that doing things for self-improvement and doing things that makes you happy doesn't take away from your self-love journey. If anything, it adds to it. Regardless of what people's choices are, let people live their life. You know, we are not paying bills. We are not paying for that BBL. We are not paying for those lip fillers. Let people live their lives. And at the same time, it's like, so if I get lip fillers done, would you guys rather not have me tell you? But then again, that was only one hater, and I'm just like, I'm at peace with it. There's probably a lot of silent ones, but it's 2022. Do what makes you happy, guys. Do what makes you happy. We only have this one life. You only have this one body. Yeah, that's my opinion on it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this lip filler Q&A and a little bit of self-love talk. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to slay all day, every day with and without makeup, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.